Tarot here today, and the reading for today is for Scorpios. Scorpios are pre-shuffled off screen, so we can go ahead and we can get into it. Universe. Hi, how are you, universe? What is the message for Scorpio, please? I ask that this reading be clear and let this reading be accurate for my Scorpios. Give me one card, please. Okay, let's see what the message is for Scorpios. I ask that this reading be clear and let this reading be accurate for Scorpios. What is the message today, universe, for Scorpios? What is the message today for Scorpios? Thank you. Alright, so hold on. I'm trying to angle it. Okay, so we got the thank you, universe. So we got the Lovers in reverse, we got the Two of Swords in reverse, we got the Nine of Pentacles, we got the Three of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands, we got the Page of Swords, and then we have the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. What is it? 333 angel number here. Scorpio, you could have been dealing with a Gemini. You also could have been dealing with an air sign too, okay? So with this lovers card in reverse, Gemini energy, I'm getting that this was definitely either a karmic cycle, or this was some sort of trauma bond where there was a lot of deception going on. And honestly, I feel like there was deception going on both sides. I don't feel like just one person was constantly lying to one person. No, I feel like you guys had a mutual situation when it comes to lies, or not, holding some of the truth back, or things like that. Okay, but there is here with the Seven of Swords in reverse letting me know that there was lying, deception, ill intentions, and things like that going on in the situation or the connection. With the Two of Swords, letting down your guard, feeling as though you do not have to be so guarded, but also too, with you letting down your guards, it's almost like you're a sponge now, Scorpio, and you're sucking up everything. You're soaking up everything that is coming towards you, and it has a lot to do with you just being very vulnerable. So it's like you're very open right now, and as you are very open and very vulnerable, Scorpio, you are choosing to wait. Okay, and I say choosing to wait because you do not have to wait, especially if this revolves around somebody. You waiting for somebody to act right. You don't have to wait, but you're choosing to wait on somebody. I definitely feel like this is a person you're choosing to wait on, or a connection you're choosing to wait for things to get better between you two. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is being very much so independent. Being alone. Okay, so maybe you went from you and this person together in this situation or in this connection to now you are very much so appearing to be single. Okay, so you're by yourself a lot now, and somebody is paying attention to that with the Page of Swords. Somebody is watching that. Somebody is keeping tabs on that, seeing if you're still single, or if you're in a connection or in a situation of some sort. Okay, there was a love triangle here, multiple people at play, and it had broken your heart, or it had broken somebody else's heart. Okay, but there was a love triangle here, and I feel like also, wow, maybe you and this person were together at one point in time, and then you guys separated with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like whoever was also involved in that love triangle, Scorpio, I feel like they were watching you too. So it could have been the third party that was sitting there watching you and keeping tabs on you also. All right. With the Wheel of Fortune that I showed you earlier, this cycle is closing up. This cycle is turning too, okay? So as this cycle closes up, you need to think, Scorpio, what have you learned about this cycle? What has been shown to you, or what has been taught that you feel like is beneficial for you in the next phase or the next step that you go towards in life, or, in love, or connections? What is something that you have learned here? Clarify the Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse for Scorpio. Thank you. This connection, this situation was very stressful. I feel like there was a lot of bickering. I feel like there was a lot of things being so draining. I just feel like the whole connection or the situation was very draining to be in. And I feel like Scorpio, you might have tried to save face a lot of the times. Like you appeared on the outside that you were doing good, or, things weren't as bad as they seem. But then I feel like Scorpio in private, you really started to think with that Nine of Swords about how intense and how stressful and how draining the whole connection and the situation was between you and this person, okay? And all the lies and stuff like that, clarify the Two of Swords in reverse, Scorpio here. Okay, so like I said, with the Two of Swords in reverse, you being like a sponge, you soaking up everything around you, okay? And as you are doing so, you let down your guard to be vulnerable, and like I said, you're very open right now. So you are open to new energy of clarity and victories, okay? But I do still sense that you are waiting for maybe a victory in this relationship or this situation that you were in. You're waiting for things to kind of turn in your favor, or somebody, it not to be a love triangle anymore, it just to be very much so you and this person committed to one another, okay? That could be a victory for you. Clarify this Nine of thank you. Yeah, so somebody was looking at you, Scorpio, and they were like, oh, okay, Scorpio is single, and now I feel like the person, like I said, in this love triangle, that person could have been watching you, keeping tabs on you. But then I said earlier that there was somebody watching you to see if you were single or if you were still in a connection. And possibly because they want to come in and say something to you. Maybe you have a secret admirer where this person has been watching you from afar. And now that they see you are out more by yourself, Scorpio, they might feel like now is a good time to come up and speak to you, or tell you how they feel about you or how they admire you, okay? Clarify this Three of Cups. Okay, so this third party, well, this love triangle, should I say, was very unbalanced. Somebody was breadcrumbing somebody else. Somebody was choosing to breadcrumb because of a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so it could have been an earth sign that was involved in this love triangle, and it was very unbalanced, which I would expect it to be when it's a love triangle. It's not going to be 50-50 all around the triangle, okay? But yeah, there was some breadcrumbing going on, and this really hurt your feelings. This really broke your heart, because it felt like it was a situation that was unsecure in love. You were looking for love, you were looking for things to be genuine, but it was too unstable, and it had a lot to do with there being somebody else involved that really made it unfair. Libra energy in reverse. Also too, you could have been involved with a water sign yourself, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The reason why this person didn't have a problem with putting you in a love triangle, Scorpio, is because they were emotionally withdrawn. So a lot of this had to do just with intimacy and being very much so greedy. This person enjoyed the attention. This person enjoyed different pots to eat out of. They liked that because they felt like they didn't have to commit to neither. As long as they were getting what they wanted out of both, they didn't have to commit. They didn't have to do all of that, So it was, instead of it being passionate, it was very lustful with a joker, okay? I'll call him a joker. Clarify this Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, all these lies, being deceptive, ill intentions, and things like that were kind of overlooked. I feel like it was like the red flags were there, but they were overlooked. And it had a lot to do with maybe this was a trauma bond. So you put up with more than what you should have, Scorpio. You dealt with more than what you should have. And you accepted a lot of things that you wouldn't accept it if it wasn't for this type of bond that it was, if that makes sense. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the lies and the deceptions and all of that was really overlooked until it got to a point where you couldn't unlook how unstable and how stressful this situation was. Like it was really like you were pushed into a corner and you didn't have no choice but to face everything that was going on in the connection or in the situation. I feel like this also too, you got really, really cold. I don't think you got really, really cold like with others. I feel like you got really, really cold with this person in particular. I feel like you stopped sparing feelings. I feel like you stopped, you stopped being the one to double back or the one to switch the boundary line, like you were no longer doing that. I feel like you grew very cold, and it had a lot to do with you being fed up with this person backstabbing you over and over. Okay, you got tired of this person, the way they were treating you as if it was just a careless thing to do was to treat you in a bad way, Scorpio. Okay, I feel like you got tired of that. Clarify this 3 of Wands, Scorpio. 3 of Wands. Yeah, like I said, you could be waiting on a person or waiting on a connection, and I do feel like it's this person in this connection, so I'm going to say both. You are waiting for things to improve because you feel as though this can bring you happiness. You see happiness with this person. Also too, maybe you have children with this person, or you want to have children with this person. Okay, so you really, really want things to improve, but I feel like in a way I want you to know, Scorpio, that there are other options. And when I say there's other options, I mean there's other people. You don't have to take all of this and then try to play as if things got better, you would be happy with the outcome. Maybe you would, but in my opinion, if all of this has occurred, you really need to think about that and think about why you left in the first place. I think I said this in another reading, but you do have other options, but you find them not suitable for you at this moment, Scorpio, okay? Because you're still emotionally intact with this situation and with this person. So it's kind of like, yeah, there are people out there who, like I said with that Page of Swords, they might admire you. They might, have a crush on you, or, think you're pretty or you're handsome, but you don't see it because you're still emotionally involved with this person. Okay, clarify this Page of Swords. Oh, Page of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this person that is, watching or spying or keeping tabs on you, I do feel like they might have felt like they missed the opportunity to say something to you or to really let you know, like, hey, I'm here. And I feel like now they're like, okay, I got my ducks in a row. I got my intentions clear. I feel like I got all I need to step to Scorpio the right way, or approach Scorpio how they should be approached. So I really look at it like this person feels like they had the chance before to say hey, but they dropped the ball. So now this time around they're like, okay, now I got it. That's how I look at it. This person also too could be manifesting you. Scorpio, you need to work on loving yourself and being kind to yourself. Do not hold in all of this anger and this resentment, and do not hold it in. Do not hold in your anger so much that you decide that you want to become revengeful. With holding on to anger so much, it goes from anger, it goes to resentment, then it becomes revengeful. That's pretty much it. So do not hold on to it. Do not hold on to all of those low vibrations, because it's only going to hinder you. It's not going to help you or support you when you look at it, and you don't want to wind up in the same repeat. Okay. If somebody good comes along, you feel like you're going to get them before they get you because you were done like that in the past. All right. Clarify this Three of Swords. Three of Swords for Scorpio. Three of Swords. Okay, so this heartbreak, Scorpio energy here was indicating that it was time to let go, indicating that the situation was no longer a part of your life, indicating that it was really time for a new chapter in your life. Okay. It was love on your end, Scorpio, I definitely feel, but I feel like it was not love on this person's end. So with that being said, this is where you exit, this is where you go. You could have been dealing with the Libra also too, because they popped out again. But Scorpio, this is the message that I have for you. Until next time, bye.